Shalom, call lo Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, and as you see before us, we have a quote from Aristophanes, okay? And all these quotes, they generally derive from wise scriptures from the Bible, okay? So ultimately, they derived from wise scriptures, all right? Wise quotes and scriptures. But anyways, the Spirit has me taking quick screenshots of these things, to kind of match them up with the scripture because, they are good to remember, man. And this one says, open your mind before your mouth. And that's the thing. You want to think, okay? You want to think because your tongue is a strong member. It speaks about that in the scripture. You want to think before you actually talk. Okay, think before you speak. All right, and that's one thing I got to get better on myself. Open your mind before your mouth. Think on the situation. Open your mind. Get your mind right. All right, and then you can follow through after you thought it out. You follow through with an answer through your mouth. All right, but let's get this real quick. All right. So Bible verse about the tongue, okay? Okay, so right here it says Proverbs chapter 12, verse 18. There is that speaketh like the piercings of a sword, okay? But the tongue of the wise is health, okay? So there is that speaketh like the piercing of a sword. So words do cut deep, man, okay? And words out of your tongue speaking something out of season. We're gonna get into all that. So let's read this right here, okay? Ephesians chapter 4, verse 29. Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers, okay? So it shows you that you gotta think on before you speak, okay? Open your mind. Get your minds going before you utter a word, okay? All right, Proverbs chapter 21, verse 23. Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul and from troubles, man. Keepeth his souls from trouble, okay? Many troubles your tongue can get you in, man, all right? James chapter 3, verse 8. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, fully deadly poison, and it is. Okay, Proverbs chapter 18, verse 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. You got some people that constantly spew out unbelief, and that's death unto them. While the elect is going to constantly spew out, life, everlasting life, okay? Speaking through Yahweh Shai, all right? The bellies of living water, that's coming out of the mind, and it's going to come out of his mouth, man, okay? And his actions are going to line up according to that. Lord willing, we be of that number. But Proverbs chapter 18, verse 21, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. So consider the ones that's going to speak according to life, are going to reap everlasting life, are going to be on that path at least, right? And the ones that speak death out of the tongue is just going to be, that's what they're constantly going to be in turmoil and trouble, man, because that power of that tongue is deadly poison, as the scriptures say in James 3:8. 1 Peter 3:10. For he that will love life and see good days, let him refrain his tongue from evil, and his lips that they speak no guile. Okay, and what is that evil? Okay, that evil is not talking about a cuss word. Okay, that's putting your mouth to corrupt communication. All right, not thinking before you speak, jumping out there and just speaking from your mouth, from the tongue. Let him refrain his tongue from evil, okay? And his lips that they speak no guile, okay? James chapter 3, verse 6. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, right? And seeth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. All right. James 3 and 5. Even so, the tongue is a little member and boasts of great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. Right. The tongue is a little member, okay, but it holds a lot of weight. All right. It's deadly poison, as the scripture says. James 1 and 26. If any man among you seem to be religious and bridleth not his tongue, but deceiveth his own heart, this man's religion is vain. Okay. All right, here goes another. Leviticus chapter 19, verse 16. Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among the people. And when you go up about it as a talebearer, your tongue is flapping out, and you're not thinking before you're not thinking. All right. Neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor. I am the Lord. All right. James chapter 3, verse 7. Oh, that's going into the. Let me see. 7. I'll read this whole thing. Y'all read it or read pieces of it. James chapter 3, verse 7. For every kind of beast and of birds and of serpents and of things in the sea is tamed and hath been tamed of mankind. But the tongue can no man tame. Right. Everything that in this earth, whether it be an animal and certain other things have been tamed. But that tongue, man, that's one thing a man cannot tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. Therewith bless we be. Therewith bless we God, even the Father, and therewith curse we men, which are made after the similitude of God. Out of the same mouth proceeded blessing and cursing. My brethren, these things ought not so to be. Doeth a fountain send forth at the same place sweet water and bitter? Can the fig tree, my brethren, bear olive berries? Either a vine figs, so can no fountain both yield salt and fresh water. Okay? So that's beautiful, man. So we got to understand not to be so rash with our mouth. Let me see. And think before we speak, right? Be not many mouths. Okay. All right. So, so that's pretty much the point. Didn't want to make this too long, but open your mind before you speak, pretty much. That's the point, man. All right? And, these just basic quick hits, to kind of freshen yourself up still, man. Think before you speak, and work on that, because, hey, that tongue is deadly poison, all right? So, Lord willing, that was edifying. Call Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the brothers on down, all right? And shalom to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, shalom to the hopeful elect, and shalom to the brothers on down, shalom.